It's a gain of 25 yards. And a Saints first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Saints.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Breeze again. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone set. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees to Michael Thomas. And the Saints have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline for the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell me they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Saints 7, Raiders nothing.
From the gun, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. play fake. Carr. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there out of Kamara. 45 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 10 yards, good for his Saints. 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. To throw is Hill. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown. Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Shotgun now for Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
6 yards.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They run the counter. Richard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The 42-yard line.
Richard. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Richard has some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, Richard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
26-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot down.
They're trying to get to Woods, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Hill now after the interception. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Breeze now to throw. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
New Orleans.
Breeze now on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze flushed out right. And incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. The open man is Smith. Now he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And the Raiders have got him. Malik Collins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8.
Trayvon Mullen. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. It's caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw. Hill. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints just continue to roll.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Saints 31, Raiders nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 4. Pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On first down, Richard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The Saints 24-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And they'll get a couple here down to the 22. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And Carr's going to keep it inside. And is he close? Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they don't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Check.
Breeze going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st down, Breeze. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Max Crosby, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Breeze to throw. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got room. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run it in with Burton, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. From the gun, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Breeze is looking to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
Connection complete to Ruggs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at 45. 1st down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. Now, 1st down run with Jacobs going to be well read defensively as they'll stop him for a loss of a couple. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Darren Waller. Incomplete. He was covered by DJ Swearinger.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Defensively.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. With that, we...